In Greece, Leo learns of the existence of a giant from a clothed man. He is surprised a being of legend is real. He is reminded that saints themselves are beings of mystery. Then saints and monsters must be the same. Is something wrong, the clothed man asks? Saints full of honor and pride are no more than slaves, bound to fight tirelessly to protect people. What could be bothering me? That's very cynical of you. The mission is to always protect the goddess Athena and keep the peace on earth with love and compassion. Is that your way of cleaning your brother's dishonor? Enraged, Leo strikes the man. However, his attacks are frozen. The man in cloth apologizes and now thinks that Leo is his equal, but advises him to keep his cool. The man reveals himself to be the goat saint of Aquarius. Aquarius Camus gives Leo Pope's orders. As expected, is to kill the giant who comes out at night. The giant is strong, destroying villages and even military in mere moments. Leo moves on to his target in an isolated area, but finds a small child who begs him not to kill his father. Suddenly the giant appears. Leo cannot go all out in fear of hurting the child, so he changes his strategy. Leo dodges the giant's punches and notices the giant is a stone statue with cracks everywhere, making its movements even more shocking. Leo knows his movements must be done by Cosmos alone. Leo decides to summon his gold cloth. Meanwhile, the Saint of Scorpio speaks to the man of Virgo in the sanctuary. Scorpio is on his way to the house of Leo. If no one is present, all would be punished. So he is doing this to cover for his friend Camus, not to help Leo, a man without respect for anything, a man with the same blood as a traitor, a heartless demon. Then we should calm our hearts and wait a little. Only a man with a loving heart can complete this mission. If Leo is like his brother, heartless, he cannot win against his enemy. A loving heart capable of understanding such feelings is required. Leo attacks the statue, crushing it to pieces. However, it regenerates. The little girl recognizes the man of legend, a saint, champion of peace, gods with human hearts. Leo denies this, saying they are nothing but beasts, and tells the child to hide. The child tells Leo of his father, a sculptor from the sanctuary. He promised the Pope to make 100 statues. He made 99, but sadly got very sick. His final words were, "Daddy will never leave you." But one night, the last unfinished statue arose, his father unknowingly moving the statue, crying and destroying everything looking for him. So if he dies, maybe his father will stop. Leo thinks even in death, his father is protecting him. He cannot die. Leo calls for the statue and tells the child he will take care of things, and until he is old enough, he will be his big brother. Leo burns his cosmos to prove his heart is true, unleashing the power of a lightning bolt, destroying the statue. The child says goodbye to his father. Leo accomplished his mission honorably, but he is still an ingrate. He doesn't have any gratitude. But what he does have is something else, a virtuous heart full of compassion towards others. In an unknown place, the Pope talks to a mysterious entity, discussing if the Saint of Leo will become a problem. It is said that a little frost can become a prelude to winter. The Pope worries that although the Saint of Leo is young, he carries signs of disaster, the seed of cataclysm. There are several among the saints who have it. The entity does not believe that Leo will become such a problem, but if he is worried, then simply show him proof. The Pope tells the entity Leo's bloodline, the same bloodline of the man who stopped him from killing Athena. The fact his brother was chosen to be a goat saint itself is a bad omen. Perhaps it's the will of the gods. Will of the gods? There is no such thing. The only will that exists in this world is my own. The entity agrees and puts his thoughts aside and considers the will of other gods insignificant. But the entity now wishes to test the claws of the Leo saint. He will test the strength of Leo's heart and cosmos. In Greece, the now servant of Leo, Lythos, is shopping in town around the sanctuary. Inside the sanctuary, there is an arena where warriors hone their skill. Being that the goddess hates weapons, these men fight barehanded. The strongest of these warriors fight in the arena every day for practice. Leo's other servant, Galen, greets Lythos, who talks of how amazing the saints in the sanctuary are. Galen explains to Lythos the power of saints. It's impossible to destroy all objects with naked hands using average force. An attack that used simply strength would only result in the destruction of one's own body. Everything is made of atoms, which are formed by the nucleus and electrons. The saints draw out this hidden energy inside them, making the greatest possible destruction. The name of this energy is called cosmos. Galen comments that it requires warriors to be very tough. He was not, and thus lost his arm. The 12 constellations on the sun's orbit, the 12 signs of the zodiac. The strongest saints, those protected by these 12 constellations who have the right to wear gold cloths that shine like light. They are gold saints. They speak of their master Leo, a young but strong man with a great heart. Suddenly thunder strikes. Galen feels pain in his lost arm and notices a word, arcane. The child meets his master Leo in his showers to give him what he asked for. She notices that Leo dyes his hair, not a fan of being blonde. He says it is also to help others forget a certain someone related to him. The child prepares to dye his hair and readies for bathing, but it is revealed that Lithos is in fact female. Leo kicks her out of the bath. Galen and Leo have a friendly spat about the revelations of Lithos' gender. As this is happening, the mysterious entity watches and locates the sacred artifact. It is being sealed by the statue of Athena inside the sanctuary, protected by gold saints. The entity has no fear of gold saints and unleashes his plans to defeat Leo. Galen starts going crazy. Leo feels a dark cosmos not of his servant and sees his arm with an inscription on it. He is being manipulated by a powerful cosmos. Leo struggles to deal with Galen due to not trying to hurt him. Suddenly, the Saint Virgo arrives to see the commotion. He sees the servant has been possessed and wonders what Leo is waiting for. It would be nothing for Leo to simply attack and kill him, or put on his cloth to protect himself and hurt the servant. Easy solutions. Virgos offers to do it for him. Leo tells Shaka to shut up. Galen may be annoying, but he is a man I love. He pleads to Galen to burn his cosmos. Leo can see Galen trying to remove the evil cosmos with his own. Leo can see the curse and plans to destroy it. Shaka questions his ability to destroy a curse made simply of light, but Leo knows saints can destroy atoms by burning their cosmos, so he should be able to destroy even light itself. For when gold saints focus their cosmos, they can surpass even the speed of light. Leo strikes the arm and lifts the curse. Galen is free and they engage in friendly banter. Shaka, having left the house, speaks. I felt that I was really lucky to be living with Master Alio, a surprisingly gentle lion. Hopefully, his kindness does not turn into weakness that leads to death. That immense cosmos, I felt. I wonder who it belongs to. The entity now recognizes the power of Leo's fang, and now plans to show him the power of the clan of Titans. In the sanctuary, Virgo warns the Pope of a sudden ebony cosmos like a powerful concentration of evil. Worse yet, it came from inside the heart of the sanctuary. The Pope acts worried that a sacred fortress like the sanctuary has been violated. Shaka says the presence did not have a physical form, but is a being made of cosmos. Pope wonders if the Virgo saint, a man said to be the closest to God, can see the evil power that looms over earth. Shaka cannot say with certainty, but the Pope confirms the evil Virgo felt. In fact, he can see it. With that, Virgo suggests they act with urgency. Pope has already taken measures to defend the world. He has gathered all forces. The Pope orders the mightiest of his warriors, the gold saints, to assemble inside the golden room. All gold saints have been given orders, and all but the gold saint Mu and old master Doko, the last survivor of the previous holy war, come. The gold saints arrive and talk amongst themselves. Scorpio Milo questions the two gold saints not coming. Virgo suggests that perhaps they are on a mission. Milo and Taurus argue till interrupted by the Saint of Aquarius, who asks them to calm down. Aquarius is interrupted by the Saint Cancer Death Mask. He reminds him that it is physical power that matters the most. He insists that power of the fist is what brings justice, no matter what justice is to those who have it. The Saint of Pisces appears, telling him he is wrong, that there is no merit to victory only in using brute force. It is Pisces Aphrodite's opinion that a fight must be beautiful. Power and victory goes to those who possess beauty. Everyone but those two arrive, and the Saint of Gemini, who has been gone for years according to Milo, but forgets about Leo. Deathmask suggests Leo ran away and should likely be killed. Lithos runs inside and says his master would never rebel. They argue until Deathmask kicks the girl. Leo appears and grabs the child. Leo says he forgives all the negative things said about him, but will not forgive his leg for kicking his little sister. Okay, first some bits. I believe this is the first time someone's soul has possessed an inanimate object. Only thing that comes close to this, in my opinion, is Gemini Saint controlling his cloth with his cosmos and fighting with it. It seems there is a special type of order the Pope sends out to gather all gold saints. It's called Crusoe's Sonnigan. Can't imagine the Pope was pleased with Mu not coming on order. Libra, on the other hand, has his duty and authority as well. I think you see one of the reasons why I wanted to start with episode G is that it does very well in explaining things, as we saw with the talk of cosmos and atoms. I skipped through the conversation about Aiolos. That I will save for another time. Warning, you are going to hear the word love a lot. Reason being, love in this series often means something related to cosmos. Anyway, next few chapters should be very exciting. I will try to put these out about every Friday. We will finally see some action with the gods. Can't wait.